Hi guys, it's me, Ruowen Huang. Before I begin, let me first introduce myself. My name is Ruowen Huang. I'm an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. Today, I want to talk about the process of growing up. Well, I'm pretty sure many of you already know what the answer is, or things like that, but I thought I would talk about this again. Last week, or a couple days ago, I have a young client, pretty young, about 17 years old, come and ask me which school she should pick. I say, well, do you have any school in mind? She said, no. And I say, okay, I don't know your country because she's calling from a country I've never been to. I said, I got no idea, nor am I an expert to give you advice. Unless you have some school in mind, then I can tell you which one may work better for you, right? So she said, well, I don't know. Like every typical 17 years old, like my own daughter, I don't know. But, I just want to know what should I do in my future. Then I would not make the mistake and I would be the most successful. I mean, aren't we all? Aren't we all? Like honestly, if there's a way, like we can just be a human and then continue always doing the right thing, and that's like only guaranteed successful way to go. I mean, don't we all want to go that way? But I hate to be the one who break the ugly truth to her. Basically, I was saying, and you are how old? 17, and then you already so eager to figure out your life, just so you make sure you do the right thing, and then you never make mistake. But the reality is, what is right thing? Right thing is a perception that created by a human, isn't it? I mean, what's right thing? What's wrong thing? I mean, sure, you continue doing one thing, eventually you get really good at it. But really, since based on individuality, what is right for me may or may not be right for you. So who am I to tell you what's the right thing to do, right? So the advice I give it to the girl, a 17 years old girl, which same age as my daughter, is your job right now is not to figure out what's the right thing to do. Your job right now is try as many things as you can, even though you could possibly make mistake. But even when you make mistake, you learn from your mistake, right? So what I'm trying to tell her here is not making mistake. I believe, some people believe mistake is a curse. I personally believe mistake is a way of pushing us to grow, because each mistake I learn, I have a mindset called how can I make it better next time. So based on that mindset, most likely you'll still make mistake, but you will make better mistake. And you get better at this. You'll get better at not making mistake. So it's from different mistake that I made that I eventually get good at what I'm doing, isn't it? So, aside from this, I happen to be this week, I watched a movie. Any of you interested, go check it out. It's called Late Bloomer. The Late Bloomer basically is a comedy. It's talking about one guy, he got some tumor in his brain and somehow blocking the way of, him kicking into puberty, right? So sure enough, all this time he think he's different from other people, and he's 30 years old and he never experienced a normal thing like normal people experience. So sure enough, he have a surgery, remove the tumor, and then his puberty start kicking in, right? And we all know how it's like puberty is, right? Things are a bit exaggerated, and then we make tons of mistakes. We're being a jerk or we're being a bitch. I don't know, whatever it is. And then it's through that process we grow. And why do I want to share this movie with you is it's quite important for me in this during this movie, this character say that what he realized, what really make a boy a man, is not it's not the things that he does, but it's he learned to grow, to deal with his own mistake. You know what I mean? Like, we all make mistakes. We all do. You know, even your parent who act like they know it all, they still make mistakes till this day. I can almost guarantee you. But what really make people grow and become a grown-up is, you know, we might be a jerk. We might be a bitch. We go out and hurt people around, you know, without thinking, for whatever reason. Because I have mental disease, because I have, you know, bipolar, because I have puberty, because I have this and that, because I have a bad day, I have a rough day, whatever reason that is, we all do. What I realize the most difficult is not to say, hey, because I am so, that's why I suck it up, is when I actually acknowledge I make the mistake. And then I come back and think about, how can I be accountable for it? Like, how can I be responsible for the thing I've done? And then how do I have the courage to come back to the person, you know, face to face, and apologize to him. Sorry for doing that to you. You know, like, what can I make up to you? Or what can I do for you? It's during this process, I'll admit your own fault and then figure out a way to make up to it. And then it's so hard. Honestly, I'm not going to lie to you guys. This whole process is so difficult. But once you've gone through it, next time you want to make the same dumb mistake again, you kind of pull your back a little bit. Remember that every time, you know, just assuming you are kids, every time you call someone jerk, every time you like did something stupid, your mom would, you know, pick your ear and then drag you to that person and say sorry now, apologize, say sorry. Just remember how your heart was twitching altogether. It's the same feeling. It's that whole process that you're facing the things that you fear the most. And then you held accountability to say, you know what, I'm sorry for doing so. And because you continue doing that, eventually you are so afraid of doing that, then you stop doing the things that make you a jerk. You know what I mean? It was this process that is the actual element of making you a grown-up. It's what make you grow. It's what make you more mature. So back to the 17 years old kids that asked me question. I say the same thing to you then, and I say the same thing to you all now, is don't ever stand in any position that you're afraid to make mistake. I don't care how old you are right now. I don't care. You can be 20, you can be 40, you can be 50. Don't ever let yourself stay in the position, I'm afraid to make mistake. You know, don't ever let yourself to be in that mindset, you know, I have to be perfect before I can push myself out there. One my suggestion is just go do it. Just go try everything else, you know. So what, you made mistake. Just remember, every mistake is what make you a grown-up later. You know, every mistake I'm going to deal in the future is going to push me a little bit further, a little bit better person. So I will become that better self that I always want to be. You know what I mean? So every time you make mistake, that's okay. Stand up, you know, brush off all the dust and say, what can I do better next time? You know, what can I do right now to make up to the mistake that I have done? It could be a friendship that you just ruined out of your own impulse or, you know, bad mood or something. It could be something greater than that. It could be a marriage or relationship that you simply destroy because you had this bipolar you couldn't control or whatever. You know, spend some time think, what can I do to make up to it? What can I do to help accountable for what I have done? Trust me, it's through this process you learn to be a grown-up, okay? So it's not the amount of mistakes that you make define you a grown-up. It's by understand I'm the cause of things, and I will help accountability for everything I've done, make you a grown-up. So anyway, this whole episode, I probably say so many times and people will think it's deja vu, but just want to share with you all again. live the world, live the version that you want to be. Live the world like you love to living with. You know, whether people agree with you or not, live it. Live it. You cannot live it without trying things. You cannot live it without making mistakes. So, you know, don't worry about it. Go out, get dirty, fall a couple times. Trust me, you will become a better self like you always want to be. So if you like what I'm doing, you can always subscribe me, buy me coffee by watching commercial, or go to join me on Facebook or my website, ruowen.com. Till then, next time. Bye.